The pineal gland is the most mysterious organ in the endocrine system. The pineal gland is also called the epicenter of enlightenment, the seat of the soul, or the third eye. This tiny pea-sized gland is shaped like a little pine cone, and it's residing in the center of our brain. It is sensitive to light and produces the hormone melatonin, which influences the sleep cycles. One of the most incredible functions of the pineal gland is that it releases N,N-dimethyltryptamine, better known as DMT. DMT is also called the spirit molecule, and it's considered by many to be among the most powerful psychedelics that we can experience. People who've used DMT report mystical visions that are often far stronger than with other psychedelics. They feel that they had been taken to alternate realities, interacted with sentient interdimensional beings, and had their entire worldview changed by visceral experiences that seemed more real than their daily life. To simplify it, the pineal gland can produce the molecule which can transcend our consciousness into the higher dimensions and connect us to the divine oneness of the universe. When we sleep, the pineal gland produces small amounts of DMT, which is the driving force behind our dreams. What is even more astonishing is that during death, the pineal gland floods the brain with a huge dose of DMT, which helps our consciousness leave the body and rejoin the spiritual world. According to many ancient and modern sources, the pineal gland, or the third eye, may hold the secrets to spiritual wisdom, inspiration, and psychic awareness. Utilizing its powers can be vital for the physical, mental, and spiritual health, while also being a gateway to higher consciousness. The pineal gland has been a subject of much interest since ancient times. Galen described it in the 3rd century, and the philosopher René Descartes identified the pineal gland as the seat of the soul. His explanation for this conclusion is quite interesting. My view is that this gland is the principal seat of the soul and the place in which all our thoughts are formed. The reason I believe this is that I cannot find any part of the brain except this, which is not double. Since we see only one thing with 2 eyes, and hear only one voice with 2 ears, and in short have never more than one thought at a time, it must necessarily be the case that the impressions which enter by the 2 eyes, or by the 2 ears, and so on, unite with each other in some part of the body, before being considered by the soul. Now, it is impossible to find any such place in the whole head except this gland. Moreover, it is situated in the most suitable possible place for this purpose, in the middle of all the concavities, and it is supported and surrounded by the little branches of the carotid arteries, which bring the spirits into the brain. Descartes was one of the few philosophers who was experienced in vivisection and anatomy, and who rightly pointed out the unique nature of the pineal gland's location in the brain. It is widely believed that the pineal gland is the key to our spiritual awakening and psychic abilities. Traditionally, the pineal gland is said to be the third eye chakra, otherwise known as the Ajna chakra, which is set back and between our 2 physical eyes. Almost every ancient civilization knew about the pineal gland, and we can clearly see that in their symbolism. The pine cone has served as a symbolic representation of human enlightenment, the third eye, and the pineal gland, and it can be seen everywhere throughout the world. Beginning with one of the oldest civilizations on our planet, the ancient Sumerians, we can see many references to the pineal gland. They depicted the Anunnaki gods holding a pine cone in almost all of their depictions. In this particular depiction, we can see an Anunnaki being holding a pine cone and using it to influence a stylized tree, which curiously resembles the DNA strand very clearly, And we all know the DNA strand was discovered thousands of years later in the 19th century. In ancient Egypt, the most prominent symbol, the Eye of Horus, can be directly used as a map of our brain. It bears an uncanny resemblance to the center of our brain, and of course, the pineal gland. The uraeus, or serpent crown shown on Egyptian and Nubian royalty, is also considered a third eye reference, and it's a symbol of wisdom, power, and protection. Richard Casaro, a Madrid-based author, lecturer, and documentary filmmaker, also discovered the prominent role the third eye had in the ancient Egyptian culture. He discovered many depictions of the third eye, especially in the Aten symbol. He said, "The Aten stands for the awakened third eye that sees the soul within, or sun within, which soul or sun is really the higher self, or divine spark within us. The Aten is thus a symbol of both the third eye and the soul within that the awakened third eye sees." Richard Casaro discovered the striking similarity between the Aten symbol and the bindi in Hinduism, which is the point or dot depicted on the forehead. The bindu is associated with Ajna chakra, or the third eye chakra. This ancient third eye symbol can be found not only in Hinduism, but also in Buddhism and Taoism. Even more astonishing is the fact that third eye symbols are also present in the New World religions of the ancient Maya, Aztec, Toltec, Olmec, Inca, and pre-Inca cultures, as discovered by Casaro. According to him, there is a long history of the third eye in the so-called occult tradition, or Hermetic tradition, and this tradition teaches that during a long ago golden age, thousands of years before the first known civilizations, our ancestors had a physical third eye in the center of their foreheads. As humans evolved, this third eye atrophied, becoming the modern pineal gland, located precisely in the geometric center of the human brain. Curiously, scientific evidence supports the possibility that our third eye, or pineal, was once our first eye. Under the microscope, the pineal is made up of cells that have the same features as the rod-shaped, light-sensitive cells found in our retinas. The pineal receives signals that travel down the optic nerves, just as our physical eyes. It seems the primitive third eye once functioned as a sight organ before our current set of eyes, just as the ancient civilizations described. Today, the third eye organ no longer works in our daily lives and must be intentionally awakened or activated. Every human being's pineal gland, or third eye, can be activated to spiritual world frequencies, which can enable you to access the higher dimensions of consciousness and have the sense of all-knowing godlike euphoria and oneness all around you. If the pineal gland is tuned into proper frequencies with the help of deep meditation or various other spiritual and esoteric practices, a person will be able to have out-of-body experiences, popularly known as astral travel or astral projection. With more advanced practices and ancient methods, it is also possible to influence and feel the thoughts and actions of people in the physical world. Cultivating the power of the third eye is the doorway to incredible powers such as telepathy, clairvoyance, lucid dreaming, aura viewing, and even minor benefits such as improved quality of sleep and enhanced imagination. The illusion of separation between self and spirit dissolves when the third eye connection is cultivated. When you open your third eye, you'll receive access to the higher dimensions. You'll be able to awake within the dream, to walk between realities, and to surpass the limitations of humanity. If your third eye is blocked, however, it can lead to confusion, uncertainty, cynicism, jealousy, and any other low-frequency emotions. Through an open and vibrant third eye, the highest source of ethereal energy may enter. While the physical eyes perceive the physical world, the third eye sees the true world, a unified whole. with an unyielding connection to spirit. If you want to be healthy at the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual level, you need to learn how to access high-frequency energy through activating your pineal gland. This type of healing energy is essential for health, for the reason that it raises the frequency of your body and soul. When you surround yourself with high-frequency energy, your health improves. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with low-frequency energy, your health deteriorates. According to some frequency researchers, a healthy human body's frequency rates are between 62 and 78 megahertz. Any frequency below 62 megahertz will make the human body vulnerable to illness and disease. The lower the frequency rate, the more susceptible the human body is to illness and disease. Once the frequency rate of the human body reaches 25 megahertz, the risk of death increases dramatically. After all this incredible information shared, you may be wondering, if everyone has a pineal gland, which gives these incredible powers and benefits, why are we all surrounded with miserable people, suffering to survive, working as slaves without even questioning the system? This mind enslavement of our society is mainly caused by the fact that most people's pineal glands are completely calcified, and that pineal gland calcification is intentionally and systematically enforced by our governments. Sodium fluoride has long been believed to help strengthen our teeth and stop the formation of cavities. However, more and more research is proving this information to be false. Fluoride has been added to our toothpaste, our food, and our water supplies for years. In the late 90s, a scientist by the name of Jennifer Luke carries out the first study of the effects of sodium fluoride on the pineal gland. She determined that the pineal gland was a target for fluoride because it absorbed more fluoride than any other physical matter in the body, even bones. The fluoride is attracted to the pineal gland like a magnet, and consuming fluoride calcifies the gland and makes it no longer effective in balancing the entire hormonal processes through the body. Sodium fluoride is destroying our abilities to connect to the higher frequencies and unlock our full potential, and for this reason, it's prevalent in foods, beverages, in our bath and drinking water, and even in our toothpaste. Sodium fluoride is put in 90% of the United States water supply. This huge conspiracy towards humanity is simply to make us easy to control and easy for us to obey. In fact, the fluoride was first introduced into the water by the Nazis and the Soviets in their concentration camps to make the camp population docile and to not question authority. As we said, fluoride is used in toothpaste, and if you look at the back of your toothpaste tube, you will see a label saying that if you swallow more toothpaste than used for brushing, you should get medical help or contact a poison control center right away. 1 gram of fluoride can kill a baby, and there's around that amount in a toothpaste tube. Fluoride is the primary ingredient of rat and cockroach poisons as well, and a basic ingredient of both Prozac and sarin nerve gas. As little as 1/10 of an ounce of sodium fluoride can kill a 100-pound adult. The pineal gland, which has long been believed to be our seat of consciousness, becomes calcified by fluoride, and many conspiracy theorists believe that the government is trying to stop spiritual advancement and the expansion of conscious intelligence. Despite the spiritual effects, calcification of the pineal gland also triggers early puberty and mental disorders. In fact, 24 studies have revealed that fluoridated water lowers the IQ of children, and consumption could cause fatal brain damage and impair visual spatial awareness. Another study found that when fluoride was given to animals, it destroyed the male reproductive system. By ingesting low doses of fluoride, the male animals experience reduced infertility, damaged sperm, and low testosterone levels. The same results were seen in human studies, where men from areas supplying fluoridated water were found to have less testosterone and were more likely to be infertile. The thyroid is also severely impacted by fluoride and can cause hypothyroidism, which is underactive thyroid, which leads to depression, fatigue, weight gain, muscle and joint pains, increased cholesterol levels, and heart disease. Before you even think about activating your pineal gland, you need to make sure you exclude any source of fluoride from your daily life. Once you've done that, you can start decalcifying your pineal gland using tamarind fruit. The fruit from the African tamarind tree is extremely effective at detoxifying fluoride from the body. One study found children given tamarind excreted significantly more fluoride in their urine compared to the control group, and it may halt or even reverse the effects of skeletal fluorosis. Another natural detoxifier is raw apple cider vinegar. It helps decalcify the pineal gland due to its malic acid properties. Malic acid is an organic compound that gives fruits their sour taste. When taken as a supplement, it supports the digestive system and helps the body detoxify. Activated charcoal can also help you detoxify your body. It is known for its ability to bind to certain poisons, heavy metals, and other toxins, and flush them from your body, making it a wonderful substance for acute and general detoxification. Once you decalcified your pineal gland, you can start practicing the various methods for activating your pineal gland or third eye. Of course, the most ancient and powerful method is through meditation. Achieving deep states of meditation and then focusing all of your energy into the area of your third eye chakra can be an incredibly powerful method for activating your pineal gland. It may require a lot of practice and concentration, but it's one of the best ways to open your third eye. I can personally recommend you the detailed guided meditation of Hollow Vibes, which will not only activate your pineal gland and open your third eye, but it will also awaken your sixth sense. Click the top right corner to open the guided meditation, or just click the link in the description below. Using this meditation for 21 days will open your third eye, guaranteed. A good time to practice activating your third eye is right after you wake up, since your brain will still be in a theta state, which is the most convenient time for spiritual practices. Instead of getting out of bed, you should lie still and focus your awareness towards your third eye with the intention of opening it. The more you practice using your pineal gland or third eye to see beyond the material world, the stronger it gets. As your pineal gland becomes stronger and more active, your ability to access high-frequency energy will also increase. While many meditators are aware that certain meditation techniques can help activate the pineal gland, many of them don't realize that simply sun gazing may also play a big role in activating this small gland. Sun gazing is the process of staring at the sun during sunrise or sunset. During this time, the light emitted from the sun isn't as strong, making it safer to look at. Many people who practice sun gazing believe that it is beneficial to the eyes and the pineal gland and can help activate the third eye. The idea that sun gazing can help activate the pineal gland may sound like pseudoscience, but some scientists have confirmed that sunlight can stimulate the pineal gland to release certain hormones. Like we said earlier, the pineal gland is sensitive to light, which is why sun gazing can be very beneficial. For this reason, it's also very important to sleep in complete darkness during the night and receive sunlight during the day. Besides being sensitive to light, the pineal gland activates in part due to exposure to magnetic fields. Studies with birds and other animals conclude that the pineal gland monitors magnetic fields and assists the body in orienting in space by acting as a navigational center. This magnetic or receptive capacity also explains why geomagnetic storms and environmental stress can affect the pineal gland, leading to problems with circadian rhythms. The heart also generates a strong electromagnetic field that permeates the entire body. When the heart is activated with the high frequencies of love and compassion, its electromagnetic field is amplified and expanded. The pineal gland's sensitivity to electromagnetic energy causes it to begin vibrating and activating together with the heart. As these two organs act together, their high vibration opens the third eye to greater inspiration, intuition, and inner vision. Because of the pineal gland's connection with spatial orientation and circadian rhythms, our perception of space and time often shifts when the pineal is in a highly aroused state. Such experiences have been mentioned by meditators for ages, and this is also the reason why time is so different during meditation. Another incredible way of stimulating the pineal gland is the uplifting and healing power of the third eye kiss. If you have ever kissed someone on the forehead, then you will know how interestingly intense it is. You would be amazed how something so simple can be so emotional. A kiss on the forehead represents a kiss on the third eye. It is much deeper than most people can realize. It is like kissing the person's soul. Other people do not usually touch our foreheads. We have our hands held and so forth, but our foreheads are just different. When the lips meet the forehead, we get a sense of awakening being brought from within. A kiss will stimulate the pineal gland, as well as the pituitary gland. The result is releasing melatonin. Melatonin is actually what helps us get a good night's sleep, so essentially a good night kiss on the forehead might be benefiting us in more ways than we can realize. The third eye kiss will bring about a sense of security as well as well-being. If you feel a bit skeptical, try it with your close friends and family or with your partner. Allow the divine touch to soothe them and you too. The more that you do this, the more you will notice the results. The third eye kiss is a very uplifting experience for everyone that has the right people around them and of course the right circumstances. Another way to open your third eye is with a charged amethyst crystal. This exercise is best done outside in nature and when the sun is either rising, setting, or at its highest point in the sky. You can also experiment with doing this during a full moon. Take your charged crystal and place it in the middle of your forehead, just above your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out, and as you do this, visualize the purple energy of the amethyst going into your third eye and filling it up with activated energy. Hold the amethyst in place, close your eyes, and look up directly into the sun. Allow the sun to warm the crystal and activate it. Once the sun and your crystal meet, take 7 deep breaths in and out. You may need to repeat this exercise a few times, but when used in conjunction with meditation and a healthy diet, you will be well on your way to supercharging your third eye. By activating your third eye, you'll be able to see, understand, and enjoy the sights and sounds of the previously hidden world, allowing you to optimize and perfect your present life using this vast reserve of new information. Become an experienced observer of the unseen. Make the impossible possible and unlock your full potential. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and if you're new, hit subscribe and the bell next to it for future notifications.